Am I back? Is there anyone that can hear me? Say something. There was people here earlier, and then my internet just outright died for like 2 seconds. Well, it seems that I am. Well, actually, let me just check it myself. Yep, I see me. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Internet died like right when I started. Great. All right, so let's start over again, shall we? Welcome to Handelabra, where we stream Sentinels and One Deck Dungeon. Today we'll be doing lots of One Deck Dungeon, more One Deck Dungeon than you have seen before. But before I get to that, let me continue the spiel that I so rudely got interrupted by the internet. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. That's not the new part. The new part is, in honor of the anniversary of One Deck Dungeon's release, 1 year ago it was released on Steam, but this year it was released on mobile! Oh my gosh! And I actually do have it on mobile. It is it gonna show something? Yeah, it's right there. I have it. It's so good. We're not playing it on mobile for this stream though, because, well, I don't really know how to set up a mobile stream. I don't have the technology for that, I guess. But in any case, you can pick it up on mobile now. So the 1 year anniversary of One Deck Dungeon's release on Steam and iPad and tablet devices is that it's now released on full out mobile devices. And in honor of the anniversary, in addition to that, One Deck Dungeon is 50% off all week. It is now $4.99. If that is too much for you, well, there are some giveaways for this stream and the other ones that will be coming up this week. In addition, you can pick up the full-sized expansion Forest of Shadows at 30% off, $6.99. These prices are not just for mobile either. Steam gets to participate as well. So you can get this game cheaply now. Is there any reason why this gauntlet has a difficulty order? I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, to celebrate our anniversary stream, we will be playing One Deck Dungeon and fundraising for a great cause, and there will even be some giveaways. So the streaming schedule, of course, Thursday, May 23rd, 7 p.m. I mean, not of course Thursday, but today, not tomorrow, because I'm busy tomorrow night. We'll be doing Dolphins Dive tonight, right now, woo! And then Saturday, for the first time on Saturday, and from the future hence, On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover. And Sunday, May 26th at 7 p.m., Tales from the Archive with another letdown. And on Monday, May 27th at 8:30 p.m., our friends Crit Camp will be, I assume, playing One Deck Dungeon on their channel. It'll be hosted by Handelabra Games. Not on the, it will not be on the Handelabra channel. It will be on the Crit Camp channel. Check them out. And then next Tuesday, May 28th at 7 p.m., Handelabra Live with Jeremy and John. Join us to chat live and maybe win a free copy of One Deck Dungeon for you or a friend. If you can't join live, check our YouTube channel where we always post our streams within a few days. But in addition, there is a fundraiser. We are excited to partner with CodeLiberation.org for this anniversary fundraiser. The Code Liberation Foundation was founded on International Women's Day in 2013. The organization expands access to computer science to a wider public outside of a formal universal setting. Formal universal setting. As of 2016, Code Liberation has taught roughly 2,000 women. We'll be donating $1 for every copy of the game sold through Wednesday, May 30th. But aside from that, we encourage you to donate yourself via their donation page, which I should copy this link and paste it here. If you do, make sure to tweet at Handelabra and Code Liberation. That way we can try to keep a running tally of how much we're raising for this great cause. That is all we're doing. That's, a lot. That's all we're doing. Yeah, that's all we're doing. So, summary, One Deck Dungeon, 50% off, $4.99 on all platforms. Forest of Shadows, the expansion is 30% off, $6.99 on all platforms from Thursday through Wednesday. May 29th. Oh, well, it says on the Kickstarter page 30th, so May 29th. All right, well, we're just gonna put a Sharpie on the Kickstarter page. It's May 29th is Wednesday. And I believe all the sales are live. I know the mobile sale is live. Steam says it starts at 1 p.m. ish, and it's, well, 7 p.m. ish now, so it's started, I assume. But there are some promo codes. We have some promo codes to hand out. I'm not going to read off all the promo codes because that would be cheating, but there will be some giveaways in this stream. Please stay tuned because there will be some exciting things involving that. So One Deck Dungeon, we're going to be playing One Deck Dungeon and only One Deck Dungeon today. In fact, I'm going to clear the Forest of Shadows Gauntlet in this stream, which, bear in mind, a typical game that Lude plays One Deck Dungeon in is a 1 hour stream, or sorry, 1 hour game. So if for me to play all 5 of these games, it's going to take me, if I want to do it in 2 hours, 24 minutes each. So I'm actually going to play a lot faster than I normally do, but we're going to clear the gauntlet. And the main reason for doing that is actually in line. I don't think I have the sheet nearby. I don't remember where my achievement sheet is, but we are trying to clear all the One Deck Dungeon achievements on the stream, and to this point, I mean, we've done various bits and pieces. The most recent streams we did of One Deck Dungeon, or that I did of One Deck Dungeon, involved getting the achievements for focusing only on strength items and skills, on agility items and skills, and mana agility and skills. We've gotten all of those, but there's one that you get for clearing the Forest of Shadows Gauntlet, I believe. I know there's one for doing it in 5. I don't. Oh, I see. Migrant piece pointing out if I do it 24 minutes a game and I do it in 5. Yes, but I think there's one for just doing the Forest of Shadows run. I want to double check this real quickly to make sure that I'm clear on this achievement's wording, because wording is important and all. Achievements I've not won. Win the Forest of Shadows Gauntlet mode. Yes. So there's another achievement that, as I said, there's one for Gauntlet Perfection. Win a gauntlet run in just 5 games. And if I can do that today, that'd be amazing. But my goal is just to clear these 5 bosses right off the bat. Right off the bat, in one sitting. So we're going to be doing this very quickly. I think we're going to play with 2 heroes. Last time I did a gauntlet run, it took like 7 weeks because I did like 1 game a week or 1 attempt. But now we're going to do it in one sitting. I'm going to do 2 heroes to kind of alleviate the games. I think 2 heroes makes it easier, certainly a little more complicated, but overall easier to win. I'm going to play on veteran difficulty though, because I don't know, playing on novice makes me feel like I'm not good at the game. In standard, you start with free experience, but I kind of want to just play regular game rules. In addition, playing on veteran, when you reach the boss, you'll gain 2 extra check marks. If I play on fearless, I will start with no potion tokens. Reaching the boss will give me 3 check marks, but first I have to reach the boss. We're gonna play on veteran with 2 heroes. And I think in the spirit of this being a Forest of Shadows Gauntlet, I'm going to focus on the Forest of Shadows heroes. So the Alchemist, the Druid, the Hunter, the Slayer, and the Warden. Archer, Mage, Paladin, Rogue, and Warrior are the base heroes. Kalyana, Fanatic, and Witch are like single expansion heroes. And then these latter 5 are the Forest of Shadows ones. And it says swap checklists. I assume because this means that each hero will have their own check, or not each hero, but rather you have 2 sets of checklists, so not everyone is sharing the same one. So we can actually have someone do the healing focus and someone else do the combat focus, and we can swap who has which one. I assume is what that means. I have not played a 2 hero gauntlet yet, so I'm just kind of figuring these out as I go. But I think it's probably prudent to start with the difficulty 1 one. Because the higher ones are harder. I know the Mudlands isn't too bad. The only partly difficult part is that on the Mogolem fight at the start of each round, 4 dice get exiled. But I'm going to try to do this expediently, so I'm not going to read out as much as I do. But let's see. So the Mudlands, mana is a focus, strength to begin with. But when we get to the actual Mud Golem, strength and mana are about equal, and agility we would like to have some consistency in higher numbers. So basically all things are equal except agility is a little less. Now the Alchemist, spending forest tokens here is usually great. I like that. And then Enchanted Chris can give me more agility or strength dice based off of mana. But bear in mind that these stats actually, I have to make sure I'm actually looking at the 2-player versions, which we have 1 fewer stat each, and then Deadly Chris instead, where your partner rolls, but up to only 6 mana spent. The Druid starts with a lot of mana, but no strength, but can spend time to roll a strength or an agility, but not on bosses. Hunter can spend time to place a heroic 4 in ignoring shield icons, but we have no mana there. Slayer has no mana, but lots of agility. Stores a heroic die when a combat is completed. If you have a 6 in your pool, this is a peril thing. And then Warden, lots of strength and nothing else. Very imbalanced here. Spend time and prevent heart or poison and ignore the rule to split damage equally. Store heroic here when a card becomes experienced. So those are the 5 that we need to focus on. And I don't know, I have the best experience with the Alchemist, but the Alchemist does kind of, I guess these all have 4 dice, so I guess it's not the least dice and it's the most spread out. But maybe I want to pair it with the Druid to allow for some strength, although I guess it could be better to go with someone who does deliver strength. Hunter provides strength and agility, whereas Alchemist has more mana. So maybe I'll just do Alchemist and Hunter. This will give me a heroic 4 that can be placed, increase the die by 2. Whoops. Deadly Chris, and spend potions. All right, and our potions, I like Aid. I think Aid is generally the most applicable, and we'll just play in the Forest deck because this is the Forest of Shadows stream. All right, we're starting 14 minutes in, so now an hour and 46 minutes to go for 5 games. So on average, we need to do 21 minutes per game. Okay. So, time is spent when an item is gained as loot, so we have to be mindful of that. Sometimes it might not be worth getting an item just for the sake of getting an item. Vine Trap, let's see, 3 agilities, 3 strengths. We can do an opening shot if we wanted to place a 4, but let's see, we have 3 dice. I think it might be, it'll be difficult, but we could probably dodge the vines without the heroic feat, but let me think. So 10 across 3 dice on average, I'd have to roll 3.33, and average dice roll is 3.5. So I'm very likely to break through if I place the 4. If I dodge the vines, then 7 across 3 dice would be almost certainly done, but I'd also have to place a 4, and that would make things tricky. I'm gonna break through, but I'm gonna do the opening shot. I placed a 4 there because it's a nice number. And now my Alchemist needs to roll a 5. No! This is bad already. We can't aid. We only have 1 potion. Yeah, I have to take the consequences. All right, we're off to a good start here. We're going to split the poison equally, so whoever wants the damage, I'll give it to the Alchemist. So that wasn't too good. We can get an agility or we can get balanced attack. Kind of difficult to use this right now due to the fact that we only have 2 strength dice on the Hunter. So we'd be sacrificing both of her strength for this skill. But we could try to give her more strength. Yeah, I'll just give her balanced attack. Another peril, Vortex Stone. The potion you can use to prevent 2 hearts, which is kind of a backwards use of a potion, but can't be used in bosses. Very difficult though. You only have 2 dice or 2 mana dice or 3 agilities. I think I'm gonna flee this for now. We'll come back when I can do something. All of my skills are combat skills, and I'm fighting perils, so this is great. Rope bridge. Same situation as previously, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did previously. But I'm gonna sprint across, yeah. Even if I lose this first round, I will get circles, which will help with a future round. Alright, so Alchemist is not going to enjoy the skill. I think we'll just take the strength die and we'll give that to the hunter to power up balanced attack. We need to have some sacrificial deck for balanced attack, and we have another peril because all of our skills are peril skills, but breakthrough is actually a little easier now because we have 4 dice now. We're gonna do that. Do I want to place the 4 though? Well, 4 dice, 14 divided by 4. Hey, Volnerap, how are you doing? There's a giveaway. We haven't started doing anything with it yet. 14 divided by 4 is 3.5, which matches the average on dice rolls, but it assumes that I can get a 4 with one of them. Soon you'll be playing FF13, which means you might eventually understand my big speed runs. Great! It's a fun speed game. And I think the game's pretty good too. Alright, we got this because you're gonna roll a 1, which is good enough. I could have done this without the 4, so... do I want the die? Do I want the potion? This is a peril potion, which is a tad unfortunate. I mean, well, not unfortunate. It's just, I would prefer being able to use it on, like, bosses. But roll 2 heroics, then discard one of them to get a heroic that you can use in perils. But you have to spend a potion. If I take this, I get a potion token. If I take this, I get an agility. If I take, but I will spend time. If I take the experience, it's only 2 experience. It's not too exciting. But if I do take the potion, I can cure someone. I think I want the item though. Dice. Dice is important. Especially because we still have this vortex stone here. And that agility die will help with that. 13 divided by 4 is 3.25, so we're a little more likely to achieve that now. If I explore, I'm going to roll a poison die, and I would have to roll a 3 or higher, otherwise one of these people are going to take 2 damage, which will have to be the hunter in order for us to survive. Oh, I'm going to do the vortex stone. I'm gonna grab the stone. I'm gonna place the 4 just to make this safe. I mean, it's not safe, but all right. We have to roll an 8 with the hunter, and we rolled a 7. So this might be time to do aid because this is 3 damage and 1 poison, and that extra poison will actually make me likely to lose in the next round. So I'm gonna aid. Hunter has to drink it. And I have to heal someone. I'm gonna cure the damage because it's a 2/3 chance I'll survive the poison roll. Now notice that Alchemist took the potion token, so it's actually 2 uses of aid that I have. Fun fact. I'll take the experience though. If I have a really good potion, I'll take the potion, but currently these I don't really see too much utility for. I won't get check marks if I die on floor 1. Indeed. Oh, good. A 2, which means someone's going to take the damage. We'll give it to the Alchemist. So now if I take 2 damage, I die. I might have to take a potion token in order to heal. Before the encounter, place poison on a hero. Well, this is actually a combat, which is nice, except for the fact that this is the rockworm. Lots of strengths here. Little agilities, in fact, no agilities. But we do have a flank that we can do something with. We have a deadly Chris that we can roll extra strengths with. A balanced attack that we could possibly take some of the worst strength. Is it worth doing now? Let's see. There's 3 hearts, 3 poison. So I will die if I lose, unless I cover the 12, which is I'd have to cover the 5, the armor 5 first, then I have to cover the 12. But then there's gonna be lots of poison going around. I think I'm gonna flee for now, and we'll come back. Build up a little bit of things. The goblin who spends time for each closed door, and since there are 2 closed doors right now, I'm gonna flee right now because it's actually the same as fighting in terms of time spent, except for something that might care about open doors. Ice Shroom skips the heroic feat step, can give me fireball. I could also get the heroic die, which is actually very important. So I can't place the 4, but there's no armors here, but there are... there's more mana squares than we have mana dice. It has antidote, so it's good to flee. Indeed, yeah, the leaf symbol means it lowers the poison roll, or increases your poison roll, lowers what you would need to pass. Some agility. If I don't cover all the manas, it's not too bad. If I don't cover the 4, that's fine. Covering one of these is important because I need to take less than 2 damage. I kind of feel like I want to do it though. I'm gonna do it. At least they don't have to decide whether I'm gonna place a 4. We do have something covering the heart mana square, and we have a 6, I guess. We can flank if needed. We have good strength dice, unfortunately, which I guess the 4 is not as important. We have a 3, we have a 4 to cover that one. Deadly Chris is a consideration. Want to be able to cover that 10. Oh, I guess I can increase this 2 with flank, but then I don't have a need for the strength after that point. So let's start with balanced attack and see. I will do the 4 and the 5, because I don't really need the strength as much. Now the 2 is good enough to cover the agility. The 3 will, if I increase it by 1, will cover that 4. This 3 I don't really need, so I'm going to increase the mana, and I'm going to flank to increase that 4. And then there's no reason to spend 2 mana. Could flank a 6. Actually, well, it's too late for that now. I could have probably flanked this 4. These were all druid dice, I think. Or no, this was the druid dice. Or druid die. Could flank this to cover this 6, but then I won't have something to cover this 4. I guess time's less important than damage, though. So let's go back. When do we do that? There. Remove that 4. Flank to increase this 6. Oh, but then I don't have this 4 covered. Well, it's actually about the same consequence-wise. But I do have another roll here. There's nothing I can really do otherwise, right? Because you can't really move those dice. So I guess it comes down now to Deadly Gris. Actually, since these 2 and this 3 aren't doing anything, we'll give a heroic die to increase my rolls here. Oh, remove the other one. Yeah, that I guess would make more sense. But we still have a possibility for covering the strength side, so it doesn't matter who rolls it. So let's give it both to Alchemist, and let's get a 4. We got 5. Good enough. I can't cover the 4, so we're done here. All right. Take the experience, heals. Yeah, heal. Yeah, so I could actually explore right now and be safe for the poison roll. If I do it now, I spend 2 time to do that. But it will remove the poison token. If I explore here and then I lose time, then I can't explore. I would have to explore at the start of the next round, and then I'd have to roll 2 or higher. I mean, it is only 2, so it's not too bad. All right, let's see. We're gonna do a giveaway probably after this game if I can do this fast enough. Add poison to consequences for each 5 die in this card. I love this encounter because it has 5s on it. But we do have a heroic die now, which will make things easier. Okay, lots of agility, lots of strength, not enough mana, but Deadly Chris is okay for that. We do have lots of agility and strength, so I'm gonna enter. Who do I want? I don't think I want to spend this 4, so I'll skip that. Who do I want to roll the heroic? It could go really any direction. Flank. If I have Alchemist do it, I could flank it. If I have Hunter do it, I could use it for flank or balanced attack. If I give it to Alchemist, I could put it for Deadly Chris. So I'll give it to Alchemist. I think that might be the better option. I get a 3, so that's possibly for Deadly Chris. We have 6s, which are good. We can cover that and not put a 5 on it. Unfortunately, don't have a agility 5 yet. We have a 5 here, but that should absolutely go there because that should not go on the main card. 4 and 3, but then I don't have something for flank. 3 there, 4 there, I guess. And then we have to find somehow agility 6 and or a strength 4. But I'm not sure I'm gonna do. I mean, the 6 is really good, so I don't want to sacrifice it. Yeah, this was Hunter's 3, so we could save that for flank. This was also Hunter's 4. Could perhaps think about that's not yours. That was yours. Yeah, that's another 6. So decisions. Balanced attack would cost me a strength die, but could give me another chance at getting an agility 6. And then the strength could perhaps not be good enough to cover anything. It just has to be at least a 4, but that's a 50% chance. Flank. I guess the 4 is probably going to go there, and then the 3, I guess. I mean, don't really have much use for flank unless I use Deadly Chris. This is going to roll 2 dice. Probably if I'm going to do Deadly Chris, I should do balanced attack first to see if I can get a better thing to place. This is going to sacrifice the strength 6 though. I could like convert these 2 to a heroic and save this 6. Oh, I could do Chris to give Hunter a strength, right? I keep thinking I'm going to use it for flank. And I can give an agility to Alchemist and hope that it's at least a 3. If not, then we have a balanced attack possibility here. Yeah, let's do Deadly Chris then. And give... who do I want to give what? Oh, right. Give the strength to the partner, give the agility to myself. And I get a 6. Perfect. All right, we have that one. And we have that one. Oh, boy. It's so easy when I roll 6s. Okay. Mana, agility skill, which actually gives me a strength die, and agility 4, which is really good, or experience. I am bad on mana at the moment. Decent on agility, so this skill would work out, and it will work well against the boss as well. So I think I want the skill. I like the fixed number skills, so we will give this to Hunter. Has to spend an agility on flank, but if I give this to Alchemist, I could flank this 4. Yeah, guaranteed agility 6. Okay, I'm going to explore now, just to remove the poison. I need to roll a 1 or higher. Can I do it? A 0? What? Is that the one deck dungeon version of Play Your Best card? I'm gonna stay on this floor. All right. So if I enter the goblin fight, I will take damage immediately. If I take the rock worm, I'll take the poison that I just healed. And then my agility is not useful. I'm going to explore a random door. It's a peril. Spending time will take damage, but neither of these options will involve that. Disarm, however, like if I want the item, I need mana, but the item gives me mana, which is bad. The skill will be easier to get, but we're actually, oh no, we're not maxed on skills. We have 2 skills each. And this gives me a free agility 3, which will actually help a lot. So I'm actually going to go and remove the crystal. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to remove the crystal, undo. And then, all right. No things that will benefit from here. So also, I guess I have 3 dice for the mana, but that's okay. We have something for that. We have something for that. 9. End encounter. Take the skill. And ooh, do I want to do this on... I guess I can give it to Alchemist, get a free agility 3 that can immediately convert to an agility 4 and an extra strength that can then be flanked into a 6. I guess. I don't know. It could also be something I could just put into flank directly, but that's fine. I'm going to descend because I think we're in decent shape. Don't need to spend time for the end of floor just yet. All right, let's enter this door. We have an encounter. Spend time for each poison in the party. There is no poison in the party. Lots of strength here, but we actually have a lot of means of getting strength. Lots of armor though. The consequences aren't too bad. 3 hearts, 1 poison, 5 time. So I'm just gonna enter it. I could spend a time to place this 4 to mitigate the amount of dice I need to spend on the armors, or I could just place it. I can ignore an armor icon, so I could actually place it like on another square. I don't think it really benefits me to do that though, unless for some reason I don't anticipate covering all the armors. Or if I can cover only the armors and nothing else. Yeah, it might be fine to do this. I'm gonna place this on this 4 so I have more mana to spend on Deadly Chris. And let's give this to the Alchemist because it could be flanked, and it gives me a 2, so it's not too good of a thing to flank. Well, the bad news is I don't want a balanced attack now. Probably should put the 3 there though. We do have a 3 here. I guess the agilities aren't too important, but I can finesse. Might as well do that. Get a 1. Okay, that wasn't too exciting. Okay, something can be flanked, and we have a 4 that could be spent elsewhere. We have a 6 that can go on the mana square. Have to cover these armors. And there's a lot of them. So it's actually a little unfortunate because right now I don't have enough dice to do all the things. This 2, however, can't go on anything, so it probably should just be Deadly Christ. And if I flank that, which is a bit of a waste, I could roll another die. Basically, I'd be rolling this for strength though, so I would have to be able to cover the mana elsewhere. I mean, let's see. It's so if I cover these squares, then the only consequences I have right now are 2 time and 1 poison. So it's not too bad. I could just do the Deadly Crisp and flank that to try to cover the 5. Actually, if I roll a 4, I could actually move the 6 over. Rather, if I roll a 2 and I flank it, I can move the 6 over to here. Let's cover some of these squares up. Yeah, so this is the consequences we're at now. So do I want to roll 2 dice for a chance of covering both? Or do I want to roll 1 dice for a very strong chance of covering one of them? Or do I want to flank this 2s to put on an armor slot instead? In which case, I could get another dice. So it's not... I'd then be rolling just to see if I can get that 4 cover. Okay, yeah, that seems better. I know there's a remove die icon, but I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, so let's flank that then. That seems wise. I forgot that was an option. And then I can get a heroic to Deadly Crisp. Alright. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. 5 is good enough. Alright, we covered everything. Oh, there's another 4 lying around that I forgot about. I didn't see that. Oops. Okay. We do not have enough mana, and the Alchemist is full on skills, so even though this could be a good skill to prevent damage in a fight, we don't have enough mana to spend on it, so we'll just go for the Strength, give that to the Hunter, so we have something that we'll be able to put on balanced attack, and that does spend time. Alright, how am I doing on time? Well, it's been like 20 minutes and we're not even halfway through this floor. This could be a long stream if I want to do all the gauntlet, but I do want to. But that does make it more likely to do more giveaways. Alright, spend time for each 6 rolled. And there's lots of high numbers here. Actually, we have to roll 4s or higher in order to cover anything here. Lots of armors too, and not enough mana for that. Let's see, the item gives me mana, of course. The skill gives me a 5 and a 6 at the cost of 2 strength dice. And it converts other dice, and it spends time, which means on a boss fight, that die would, or a die would get exiled, or I can get 4 experience. But there's lots of things here. But the consequence is 3 hearts, 4 poison, 3 time. The consequences aren't too dire. I mean, the poison will actually be the worst. However, we're basically guaranteed to cover the 6 with finesse and flank, as long as I can cover the armors, which is not as guaranteed. It might be fine though. We do have lots of strength, so we have something to sacrifice for balanced attack, which gives me another mana, and we do have the heroic that could give me another mana, and I can opening shot to place a mana, or to place a 4. So we're going to do that for sure. We'll give the heroic to Alchemist. So John is watching this stream from the pool, so let's not do anything too sudden because it could make him throw his iPad in the pool. Ooh, a 6. Beautiful. Oh, well. Spend time for each 6 rolled. All right. Great. Well, I do have a 4 for that. I don't have a heroic 4 unless I increase this. We do have a strength 6, a strength 4, a strength 4, a strength 5. We do not have an agility 6, but we do have 2 leftovers for balanced attack. And we can increase one of these by 1. And it seems like, well, I don't know if there's a really good option here. This 3 won't do anything if I increase it by 1. This 5 also won't do anything if I increase it by 1. This 5 also won't do anything if I increase it by 1. I mean, it can turn into a heroic, but I'd have to sacrifice a 6 to do that, which is a little counterproductive. Your iPad is getting chlorine on the keyboard half. Okay, I don't... this is a... I guess I can increase this 3 into a 4, and I get a heroic out of that. That could then be placed on the mana one. So the next thing I have to do is get a agility 6, which I can do like this. Alright. Easy. Alright, Alchemist will take this mana item and health. Spends time though. Do want to try to think about leveling up. Alright, the goblin now, because there's only one closed door, it's not as easy of a decision. But I think it's worth fighting now. I think it's an easier fight than the last one because there's lower numbers and not as many manas. So I'm not even going to roll the opening shot here. So if you flee from the goblin, you spend 2 time and the goblin's still there. And if you fight the goblin later, you basically spent 2 time waiting to do the goblin fight plus get whatever other skills you want. But that's why I tend to think, all right, I'll just flee if it's going to spend 2 time or more, because it's basically it's like equivalent to fighting it, but you're more likely to win if you come back with more dice or skills. Unless you want to get the item or skill from the goblin, or the experience too. Alright, we can cover those squares. These are my worst strengths. We can cover the 5. That 5. This 2 is not too exciting. We do have an agility 3 for free. We do have an agility 4 for free, which is good enough to cover the agilities. See, these skills are working really well. In fact, I don't even have to use this skill. Haha! Done. Alright, this gives me another mana item, but both heroes are at their item limit. The skill, spend a strength to roll a strength, but also increase the die by 1. However, this can be used in perils, which is actually very powerful. There aren't too many skills that can be used in perils, and so this will make it easier for us to decide to fight perils. Put our worst strength into this, and Hunter does have a lot of strength, so I'm actually going to give this to the Hunter. Even though the mana item could help, and I could replace this agility, but that's fine. The Null, who cannot place heroics on dungeon challenge boxes, which is fine. We've not really been using heroics. Both heroes are at the item limit. Both heroes are at their skill limit. This skill is not too useful for either hero. And we are doing really good on strength, so we'll be doing this just for the experience, but I think this fight can be done. Bearing in mind that heroics should go on the right side of the board or thrown into a skill otherwise. Alright, we have something to cover that 4 with. We have something to cover that 4 with. It is an antidote, yes. We don't have any poison though, so just seeing where we are. So yeah, we can cover, well, yeah, I guess that 7 is worse than that 5. We can cover most things, and actually Swiftness Aura should be used, and then Finesse should be used. And this gives me back an agility that I can then throw into Flank to increase that 3. See, all my skills are working very well together. I think One Deck Dungeon is a game that's kind of difficult to get started in, but once you have good skills that synergize well, you get very powerful. We're almost at the point that dice rolls don't really matter. I mean, I don't think that ever is actually true, but we're getting close to it. We're going to get the experience. If I take the item, I would spend time, so it's not really worth it. All right. We haven't taken any damage or poison I don't think we've even taken any time either, other than opening shots. Ooh, I like this guy, the Panther, who provides the Charmed Panther skill. Which is tempting to actually give to the Alchemist, because that would give me a guaranteed 6 for strength or agility with flank. And I guess that is well, it's not strictly better. It's for combat encounters, and for bosses, it's strictly better than Swiftness Aura. For perils, it's not as good because you can't use it. But I think we do want to give the Alchemist the skill, and that would require me to charm it. So I'm going to do that. And for this, I'm actually going to place this 4. Since we are short on dice, we have 4 dice, so oh boy, we have something I can cover the 5 with, but then I can't cover the 9. If I cover the 9, I can't cover the 5, or I can aid. And we do have actually a free potion token here. Is it worth it to avoid the 1 damage in 1 time? I don't know. No, I don't. I mean, like, so we essentially have 3 potion uses, one of which will heal. But just like any RPG player, I want to hoard all the potions, so I'm just gonna take the damage. That's fine. I think I want to. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because both of these are essentially at 3 HP. You would want to make sure someone could survive a poison roll, I think is important. But I'll give this to the Alchemist. And we'll give this to the Alchemist in replace of Swiftness Aura. You've been playing another dice game recently that initially overwhelmed you, but when you figured out how some of the scoring tracks interacted and bonuses or free dice could chain off each other, it clicked. Yeah. Dice, you don't really want to rely on their rolls for. You want to rely on the fixed numbers. This is actually an encounter where you can get the mana item without having to use mana. Display prowess, re-roll one of your dice and gain a heroic 1 isn't really too exciting, I think. I mean, you get a heroic 1 that you could, I guess, could throw into balance attack or blitz. But that mana could be nice, although I don't know why it's actually showing colors here. It should depend on the decision. It could probably just because the last peril did the lower option. I mean, Alchemist would like mana for Deadly Crisp, but I'd have to lose my agility die, plus that would give me 2 experience, but then I think I'm just going to take the experience from this fight in all honesty, but struggle free makes more sense because we do have Blitz. We have 5 dice, although Blitz doesn't give me an extra die, but it can increase a die by 1. So I could re-roll my worst die and then increase another die by 1. So we have 5 dice and we have to cover a total of 19, which is on average 3.8, but Blitz offsets that by a bit. But if I can't cover that 5 again, it's not a big deal, I don't think. So I'm gonna skip the heroic feat. Give the hunter the heroic. We actually have 6 dice. I keep forgetting the heroic part. That one isn't too useful. I guess it can go in the 10. Most of those numbers aren't too useful, but we do have. I have to be careful with this. If I put this in here and then I do Blitz, then I can't actually do anything. So let's just save that 3. It doesn't really matter because all of those are going to go towards the 10 anyway. But is that good enough? No, it's not. I could 8 again. This one's actually more of a decision because we don't have a heart to spare, really. So I don't remember whose 2 this is. I'm going to undo that just so I see where the 2 is. All right, we're going to use aid, give it to the hunter, but we'll use the mix because I don't really need the heal as much. And we'll put the 5 back there because that should go there. All right. Take the experience. When I level up, I get a heal, so I could save that heal. I mean, Alchemist is doing okay as long as Hunter or Alchemist does not take damage. Rune Circle. Oh boy, Swiftness Aura's return. Hello, Garlic Roast, welcome. Stay tuned for after this game to get a free copy of One Deck Dungeon, maybe. Rune Circle, both heroes are at their item limit, both heroes are at their skill limit, and let's see, 3 dice, 5 dice plus splits, yeah. I think this is another thing where we're just going for the experience. This will go better this time, though. We only have to roll an 18 this time, which is on average 3.8. I always think in terms of averages. All right, we have a 4, we have a 5, and we have enough to cover this, so it doesn't matter. Great. Take the experience, level us up. Awesome. And if I explore, I get another door for free, but I'm actually just going to do this. So bear in mind, if I don't spend any time, well, actually it doesn't matter. I could spend 3 time, and that'd be fine. We can gain another item and another skill for each hero. If I do take the item, that does come out to be time. Am I giving away a Steam code for the game? I only have iTunes and Google promo codes, unfortunately. So no Steam. Sorry. But you could get it on your phone, though, for free. If you have a iPhone or a Google phone. I think the answer is climb up. All right. If I do the opening shot, though, then I won't take the item. But we do kind of want mana, right? Because this... I mean, like, we're actually starting a very set for the agility side between Flank and Finesse and Charmed Panther, but I guess not necessarily Charmed Panther. I do teach math, yes. I teach math at 2 colleges, ranging from algebra to calculus. So do I want the item or do I want the skill? Or, well, I guess the skill's here. Also, did I screw up and now I can't flip? If you get out of this window too fast, you lose the ability to flip, as I found out. Roll strength, and you discard it to gain a heroic 3, and this is another one that you can use in perils. I guess this makes sense to put on the hunter. It gives me another strength die I could put on balanced attack. I can gain a heroic 3, and then I can increase it by 1 with blitz. I can also give this to the alchemist. And then it could be flanked, although flank is mostly for finesse at this point. So I guess, yeah, the decision, do I want the item or do I want the skill? Mana dice, however, I'm hurting for. But I do kind of like these peril skills. So I think I'm just going to go for the skill. And we'll give more to the hunter for flank. Or not for flank, for blitz. And we have a 5, and enough to cover the 10. In fact, enough that I could have not spent that time there, but that's okay. Give Hunter the Clever Smash. Alright, we're done on this floor. We're on floor 3. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long stream if I do want to finish the gauntlet. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna finish the gauntlet unless I start playing a lot faster. I should just stop talking out loud. I should just play the game. Welcome to the stream where I just play the game. All right, the answer is climb up because we have lots of things that work there. And, oh boy, this actually is starting to get harder because there is a 6 here now. Also, what are the consequences? If an encounter's consequences include poison, add 2 time to them. So let's avoid the poison if possible. Even though the 6 is scary, can we just do this ignoring it? We get a free strength here. And this increases the die by 1. But this gives us 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. 16, 21, 25 divided by 7 dice. is like 3.5-ish. So we can skip the heroic feat. Famous last words. Oh, good, Alchemist. Thank you for contributing to this fight. We have a 4, we have a 5, we have a 6, and we have that right now. But Clever Smash plus Blitz will definitely do it. I'm not going to discard that. Perfect. All right. Right. Ooh, this is powerful. Change the color of one challenge box. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You know how we're so worried about covering the mana in this fight? We could actually swap colors. We could make this another strength if we're so strong on strength. It's actually probably the option. Yeah, we're gonna take that skill. This now makes this a lot more complicated, by the way. Spend time for each poison. There are no poisons. And oh boy. There's no agility squares on this encounter, but we have exploit, so it doesn't matter. I don't think I need to do this. Give this to Alchemist for flank, although I guess Finesse is now being flanked, but whatever. Look at those numbers. Okay, let's see. 3, 4. Well, let's actually start with that. It's a free skill that involves a roll. Now this is actually a bit of a decision, I guess, because, well, no, I guess not. Blitz can increase it by 1. I mean, we have a number of 4s though. The thing is that these 4s, only one of them really can be put anywhere. One of these can be increased by 1. We already have the 2 basically, so I guess like this being a 4 doesn't really do anything for me. Unless I blitz and increase it by 1. Or no, we're already considering blitzing one of these other ones. But then I don't really have a use for a heroic 3 other than to put it into the mana square. Unless I turn the mana 10 into a strength 10 with exploit. I'll just keep it. Although, I guess I'm gonna end up blitzing it anyway, so it didn't really matter. Alright, this, let's see, so let's, well, I guess that 6 is gonna end up going there. This 5 could go there for now. Let's cover that 5, let's put that there for now. I don't need the strength 4 unless I exploit, but at this point I don't know what I'm exploiting. So many options here. This is where the game starts slowing down, which is bad because I wanted to do a full gauntlet stream. Let me put this 4 into finesse. Gives me 5. Beautiful. I need one more 5. I also need to somehow consider these squares. Let's do balanced attack. Increase one of these by 1. Well, none of these are immediately helpful. I could increase this by 1 and then blitz to increase it by another 1. And then I can turn this 4 into a heroic 4 to put on that spot. Then I can, yeah, then I have something for the 5, I guess. Yeah, increase that by 1. Blitz. This gives me a reroll. Ooh, beautiful. This actually works perfectly. Then get the heroic. Something for that. And then I don't actually need to exploit after all. Although I could still, right? Yeah, actually here, let's just exploit. Actually, what happens if I exploit while this has dice in it? I want to see how bad this turns things. Oh, it automatically removes it. Good. The game developers foresaw this option. Okay, agility. Spend a strength to roll a heroic and increase it by 1. Both heroes are at their skill limit though, or experience. I guess we want to get more agilities for exploit. Okay. So the first question for the giveaway is, am I gonna do 5 games in this stream? No. Add 2 times the consequences for each heroic die on this card. Okay. Let's do this. It's a hard fight, so we'll do that. I don't want to put it on this square because it's gonna add 2 times to the consequences. I'm gonna give the heroic to Hunter this time. Four games. All right, that's good. Strength rolls. We do not have an agility 6, so let's do the clever smash. See what we get with this. Get a strength 4. I could discard it for a heroic 3, but actually let's not. I can exploit to turn this. Well, I don't want to do that just yet. I guess it doesn't matter, but I can exploit to turn this into a strength since we're very solid on strength. I guess we could throw some into balanced attack. Let's make a heroic since these dice aren't going to be used to put in the balanced attack. And that was not a good roll at all. That did like nothing for me. I'll increase this by 1. Because then I could blitz it to increase it by 1. This one can, yeah, since I just rolled a terrible 1, I can put that in there. Increase this by 1. Now I have a 5 for that, and I have a 4 from either Charmed Panther or Finesse. Although Charmed Panther gives me more strength dice. This solves most problems except for the mana 6. Actually, my mana is already good enough to cover that square. I don't know what I'm worried about. We can flank. And it's tempting to put a heroic here, but that's not going to work. So actually, yeah, we actually have a free 4, so that's perfect. All right. Is this the first game? Yes, it is. I wanted to do this quickly, and it's not going fast enough. I think I want the experience directly. Like, 5 agility is fine. And I want to get to that level 4. Devastate is cool, except it spends time. I guess it's probably better than balanced attack, though. Balanced attack gives me 2 experience, though. I think I just want the experience. Yeah. Which characters do I think are the fastest or strongest? All the characters are good. As for which are better, I don't know. I'm not good enough yet to rank the heroes. I do have the most difficulties with the archer, though, who is not in this fight. Add poison the consequences for each 5 die on this card. Okay. I'm not gonna do this one this time. Starting to get pretty solid on our setup here. Thank you, Alchemist, for your contribution to this fight. Thank you, Hunter, for your contribution to this fight. Let's do this roll. All right, I will keep that 5 because it can go there. Although, actually, no, we have to be careful. But I can blitz it up to a 6, so that's fine. These agilities aren't going to be used for anything, but one can go into flank. These agilities, well, not two useful things out of these. I have to cover that 4 somehow. We can easily exploit it though. I also have to cover that 10, but the 10 is actually trivial right now. Well, I have to cover the armor first. We have something for that. And I can do Charmed Panther, but we have to think about... I guess, let's see. Let's do the strength roll from Finesse first. Let's see. Get a 1. Oh, poop. Well, this gives me a 4. Still don't have a 5. Well, a 6 rather. It's better. Flank is not gonna help just yet. Blitz increases a die by 1. I guess I could blitz with this 2 and increase this by 1. We do also have balanced attack to consider, which gives me another possible agility part. Actually no, we have Charmed Panther to get a 4, but the problem is we have to get this mana 4, which I guess we could increase this by 1, although no, that's Alchemist. Shoot. And I think we're already increasing this by 1 more way. Ugh. All right, let's do that then. Let's... all these bad strength rolls. Well, it gives me something to put in a balanced attack. And I might as well convert these to give to Hunter, and then we could do balanced attack. Increase one of these by 1. Agility's not good. None of these are good. What can I do with this now? Increase this by 1, and then I can save that mana 3 for Deadly Chris. Let me cover this for now. That's where we stand. Yeah, and then if I do Charmed Panther and I flank it, then I do that. And then I have enough with Heroics. Except there's a 5 on this die. Shoot. Shoot. Anyway, I can fix that one. Currently, no. Let's go back a ways. Can there be an undo all button? Okay. So I don't think we did exploit, did we? It might be worth trying to exploit to turn this into a strength. And then I can convert these manas into strength dice, although we only have 1 strength die, so it's not too useful. Could turn it into agility, I guess. Yeah, the problem is... Actually, let's see, if I exploit... I mean, I guess I'll be losing the mana 6, though, but I could exploit to turn this into a 6. Or, probably the strength, rather, and then flank to increase the agility into a 6. And then I would not have 5s on this card then. but then I still have to cover the mana parts. Plus, I have to get armor. I mean, I guess, like, one poison is better than one heart, even though the consequences include 2 time. I guess I could also aid. I forgot about aid. That was probably the better decision, was to aid. Well, now I have to fix this all up again. Woo! Why is that for? Oh, right, because I was going to flank it. Okay, well. Alright, so then I don't know whose die that is. Alright, there we go. No consequences. Experience or agility for the hunter? I think the experience. I'm pushing for level 4 now. We're gonna try to do the gauntlet in this stream, but I don't think it's actually gonna happen now. We'll see how the second game goes, how fast it goes, and if I win. Mana. Alchemist is at her limit, though. Well, I guess struggle free is what I want to do. I'm gonna skip that, save time. We don't have a 4. Well, it doesn't matter in a peril, but I will discard it because it's equivalent, basically. And I'm gonna roll this. I don't have a 4. And now I have a 4, so I can increase this to a 6. Is this good enough? Yeah, it is. Take the experience because that levels me up. Now I don't have the heal though, but I do have an extra potion now. All right. Level 4 is good. We used to have a peril skill for agility, but we don't have it anymore. But it's probably still better to do agility because we have 2 more agility dice than we have mana dice. And I am going to take the mana item now. I'm going to give it to Alchemist. I'm going to crawl under. I think I'm going to spend the time. The floor's ending, so. So when this encounter finishes, stay tuned because we will be doing a giveaway. I can't cover the 6 unless I somehow aid twice. And then I'm going to spend 3 time, which means it's going to... it might be better to... Actually, are these both the same person? No. Shoot. When you use a potion, it only benefits 1 hero, so if this 4 and the 5 belong to the same hero, I could aid to cover both the 5 and the 6, but they don't. This 4... Didn't I place that 4? Yeah. I don't know why it let me, like, sort of semi-remove it. It's actually from the opening shot, and so it doesn't really count as movable. It's fine, I'll take the damage. Oh yeah, and if I take the item, it spends time, but that's fine. I'm gonna descend. I think we're ready for the boss. If I'm not, then famous last words. We don't really have lots of mana, but we do have the means of converting dice. So we have lots of avenues for strength and agility. I'm gonna discard 1 heroic, 1 mana. It might be fine to just discard 1 of each. Even though we're gonna get more strength through finesse and clever smash, but we still will have 7, so we'll have the right number. But if I do turn this into like a strength, which actually it's more likely I'm gonna convert it to an agility, but I don't have that many agilities. Yeah, we'll just exile this 4. Two or higher? Of course not. Alright, poison's gone. We have 2 aids that can heal. We have 5 aids total. We have lots of 6s. Alright, well, we will replace that with a heroic because that's strictly better. We have a 6 to place there. I guess we have a 6 to place there. Some agilities. Don't have an agility 5. Strength doesn't look too good right now, but other than that, my mana is sort of decent. The agilities here aren't too good, but that's okay because we can throw those in there. So let's start with finesse since that involves a roll. Okay. Gives me a strength 4. Let's do the balanced attack. No, actually, no. Let's do balanced attack because I could blitz one of the numbers up by another one. Which I could increase this agility, and now I have that 5 covered. So then the next step, I guess, would be blitz. Yeah, I'll just spend the 3. I guess it's, if this is a 2 or worse, that is equivalent. No, let's do the heroic, I guess. That might just be strictly better. Where does that put me strength-wise now? Well, should have increased the mana, I guess. Actually, I can get a strength 4. There, now everything's covered. All right, easy. Now, I don't want to remove a strength because we're actually likely to hit that strength cap. But I'll remove a heroic and a mana. Agility's probably fine. And since mana we're very short on, I think at most we can even have 5 mana dice, so we'll just get rid of 2. Because we have 4 from the Alchemist, and then we have 1 from Balanced Attack, and that's the extent of our mana dice. So, might as well just do that. No 6s. No, never mind, there's a 6. Didn't see it. There's another 6. So, those. I only have to do 3 damage to the boss, which actually I can sort of ignore some of these squares. Bearing in mind, though, that if I take 2 damage, Alchemist dies unless I aid, but then, yeah. Alright, yeah, see what this is. This is a 6. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see what finesse gives me. Finesse gives me a 5. Good rolls there. My strength is essentially perfect now. Yeah, we're already there. I don't know if I want to optimize that number though, but there's a 5 for there. My agility otherwise isn't doing anything unless I increase it by 1 with aid. Lude wins. Yeah, if I aid, I can actually win. Yeah, so actually let's just do that. You know, because speed is important. And there, actually now can cover another square. And now I'll take only 1 damage. All right. Sometimes I like to optimize, but not today. All right. We have 11 circles. So I'm actually going to get veteran on veteran difficulty because this gives me a basic skill, which will help a lot. Then the next decision is kind of important because I don't really have, actually I'm gonna do this for both. We don't have many choices here because we want to win, you know, which means I have to kind of pick something that's awesome. John on Tuesday was talking about clever targeting and saying reducing the difficulty of each armor box by 1 is game breaking. Precision strike I think is also game breaking. However, you cannot do these on perils. Battle plan you can, as long as you have a heroic you can increase by 1. But I like fearlessness, because this gives you an extra heroic die. In fact, you can give fearlessness to both heroes. So I think I just want to get fearlessness. I'm not going to get it until I do the 2 encounter thing, which is next on the list. I'm just going to do it for both. There's also something to be said about possibly durability, but I think 1 extra health isn't really going to make or break a game. 1 extra skill or item I don't think is too exciting. Prepare, start with an extra potion. I guess that gives you more availability. I like healing for like general play, but I don't think it's going to work too well in the gauntlet. You kind of want to ensure you can win. I guess someone can say, why would you want to heal a lot when you can guarantee victory? Okay. So that finishes game 1. So now it's a giveaway. Giveaway time. Extra potion is great on Alchemist, indeed. But we're not necessarily going to play with Alchemist. Giveaway time, guys. All right. We have your choice of an iTunes promo code or a Google promo code. Whoever wins can decide what they want. And so this is, you know, geared more towards mobile play. If you weren't sure if you wanted to get One Deck Dungeon on mobile, you can get it for free if you win this giveaway. And I'm not really too sure on what the criteria is. Micropy wins! Woohoo! All right. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I'm not really good with lore, so I can't really do a lore question or even an obscure lore question. Not really good with other things. If I say pick a number, people are going to say 54, so that's not going to work too well. So maybe we could... let's see. Maybe something that could be... Where's the gauntlet menu? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Maybe I could say, what will you predict to be the first card in the next game? Is that... I guess it's, you know, a complete crapshoot. It's not going to be this, or does this include Forest of Shadows? No, it does not. Right, yes. I want to do this. These are the cards that exist in Forest of Shadows. Pick one of these cards. The person who picks the card that appears first out of the ones that are chosen, hopefully the first card revealed, but not necessarily, will win. So pick your favorite card. Note that each card appears twice, so not any card is more likely to appear than any other. I think. I'm assuming there aren't duplicates that are just cheated. Gotta make sure I make a list of this, though. And even if you already have One Deck Dungeon on your phone or otherwise, you could take the promo code and give it to a friend who you think might be interested in this game or would like this game and is thinking about it. All right, so Balui says Wisp. The Wisp is this guy. We didn't see it in the previous game. Very mana centric. Skeletons, no, skeletons are not. Right, they're somewhere in here. Yeah, skeleton was here. We're gonna stick with the forest game for the Forest of Shadows Gauntlet. You don't have to. You could do a hybrid deck for the Forest of Shadows Gauntlet, but I'm gonna stick with the forest deck. So skeleton is not a valid choice. Bolnarap chooses the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit is over here. In fact, both of these Great Spirits, with the exception of one of them having a leaf symbol, are the same in terms of experience and rewards. Actually, each of these cards also has a leaf symbol, which I guess makes sense. So you could decide to specify, but that would lower your chances. Garlic Toast goes with the Dire Boar. And the Dire Boar is over here. Dice may not be re-rolled or increased, which is a special effect. Sometimes I tend to forget that effect. I was like, oh, I can cover the 6 if I use aid. Oh, wait. Team Orchid goes with the Gnoll, who cannot place heroic dice on dungeon challenge boxes. This guy has different spoils. Well, different skill versus potion. Adept or Brawn. Migrant Piece of Spiky Boy. Not sure if he's being serious. He probably isn't. I don't know where the Spiky Boy would resemble, unless you mean the Bramble Field, because it's filled with spikes. These actually provides different items and skills, of course. Well, skill versus potion. The Piercing Potion I like a lot. Ignore all shield icons in this encounter. Would have come in handy in several fights where there were lots of shields with no consequences. I guess the technical word is armor for that symbol. I think technically it's also magic for the dice, not mana. I think mana is a cooler word though, so I use mana instead. No, the boy. Who's the boy? Oh, Spikealon. Alright, Migrant P chooses the Spikealon. One spiky boil. Add poison to the consequences for each 5 die on this card, as we saw previously. And different rewards for either of these cards. One of these days, I'm going to do an intense study of these decks, and so I can actually determine what possible encounters are left based on what's in the discard pile and what I've claimed as rewards, and etc, etc, etc. But I don't think I'm at that level yet where I want to do that. That kind of breaks the game as well, where it's like, well, here's a face down card, but I know it's Spikealon Leaf, so yeah, no, I don't think it's worth doing that. All right, if there's anyone else who wants to join in, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, but you had a lot of time already, so it's kind of cheating, but 30 seconds. Well, here's the forest deck one last time. Some of these cards have already been claimed. 5 of these already been claimed. There's, I think there's supposed to be 24. If it's 40 divided by 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Or wait, that must count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 2 is 22. Oh, because there's 44 cards, yeah. Ah, there's 48 cards for some reason. That's 44. All right, I think it's been 30 seconds. You are now no longer to take part. So next game. All right, so let's just continue on the list. The Realm of Venom. Spend time at the start of the turn if any hero has poison. Quick strike, and then exile 2 poison from the supply when entering this floor. Exiling poison tokens, for the record, means when you take a poison and there's no poison tokens left, you will take damage instead. Math teacher. And unlike the Mud Golem, Poison Elemental involves poison in this fight. I think actually most of the other encounters, except for Fire Giant, involves poison. Yeah, we're gonna select that. Involves poison in their fight. So if we don't cover this 22, but there's not enough poison tokens, we'll actually take straight up damage. So keep that in mind. Most of the skulls are on the agility side, and you can see there's lots of 6s here. So we want someone who's strong in agility for sure. This is a fight where the potion that ignores armor icons is actually very powerful, because you can ignore this 15 straight up. And let's actually look at the 2-person variants. Slayer provides probably the most agility, I think. Yeah. And since we didn't have Slayer last time, we'll take Slayer this time. We had Hunter last time, and Alchemist. So I guess it comes down to Druid or Warden, who... Well... Slayer gives us 1 strength and 3 agility. Warden gives us 3 strength and 1 mana. Druid gives us 1 mana and 3 agility, or sorry, 1 agility and 3 mana. I said it backwards. But we can spend time to roll a strength. So the other colors that are important here, the mana is only important to cover this square, but if we don't care about it, we can ignore it. Not really a good idea. Mana is a little more important, I'd say. I mean, I guess getting 6 strengths are important, but let's focus more on mana, which the Druid does. I guess the front of the card also matters, but it's a 5 mana there, so mana is more important immediately too. But now we will have 4 agilities, 3 manas, and 1 strength to start with, plus a basic skill, which both these have the same checklist, so there's no point in swapping them, but we can get any basic skill we want. And since the Druid starts with more mana, a mana skill is more prudent. Force Bolt is really good. Piercing Blast, also good. As we said, reducing the difficulty of each armor box by 1 is game breaking. Can't tell if the Druid has pointy ears or horns. Kind of looks like feathers on my screen, actually. But someone's going to point out what it is, actually. But I think, like Piercing Blast... I like Force Bolt, because it's kind of the Kalyana skill, but a little weaker. And you can put any number of mana dice here to get a fixed number of strength or agility, which is nice. And then Slayer, who is more agility focused. Agility, increase another of your dice by this die's value, or re-roll up to 3 of your dice. I don't like re-rolls though. Precision can help a lot. There's also the auto skill, increase 1 of your dice by 1 for perils. And I think the other... Yeah, there's basically 2 of each thing. This isn't really an auto skill, but if choosing a peril option would cost more than 1 time, reduce it to 1 time. I like this skill a lot because it makes you more able to choose the easier options. But let's go with the precision skill. I'm gonna stick with aid. All right, 8:35. So this might actually be the last. Well, no, I'll do 1 more game. This is a special stream. We'll do 3 games. I was hoping to do all 5 games, but since it's 95 minutes in and we only did 1 game. All right. So remember, the first card we reveal between Wisp, Direboar, Great Spirit, Null, and Spikealon is going to get the prize. Here we have, is it one of these? I'm not actually knowledgeable enough. Razorbark, who is not one of them. So no one wins yet. This is an annoying fight because before the encounter, you exile a heroic die and a strength die. Ugh. But these skills are really powerful, or this skill is really powerful. 6 mana to gain a 5 strength, 6 agility, 4 mana, as long as you spend a total of 6 mana. Is it a tree? It's a Razorbark. It's tree-like. This is a 4 experience fight though, and it's kind of challenging. Plus, fighting it exiles dice. Lots of poison consequences though, but I'm just gonna flee. Yeah, if I take poison, then we spend extra time anyway, so let's just put it off for now. The Dire Boar Garlic Roast wins! Woo! Garlic Roast! Yeah! Alright, so, fly, you fools! Cool. So I don't know the best way to handle this. I'm gonna send you a Twitch whisper. I don't think it's going to appear on my stream. Oh, I have blocked whispers from strangers for reasons I need to change that. Which I forget how I do. Actually, we can deal with this after the stream as well, but I guess whispering would actually work the best. I just have to remember how to... Okay, you do. If you are in the Handelabra Discord or the Realm of Discord, send me a PM. If not, you won't be able to find me on Discord, and I will set you up with the code of your choice. Oh, because I started the stream twice, I got 2 notifications for that. All right, so I will keep an eye out for that. The name is Lawton on Discord. You actually appear if I search for you? Oh, that is not the right one, I'm assuming, because that is not related to Handelabra. This one is. Okay. Alright. Dire Boar. Dice may not be re-rolled or increased. Lots of agility, lots of strength. Strength's not the good one, though. Precision is useless. Rhythm can't be used. Synergy aura. What does this one do again? Choose a color, you and your partner each re-roll. We can't do that one. Force bolt can be used. Oh, I'm looking at my stream. It's awkward. Do I want to do this? The fact that I can't increase dice makes this hard. Sorry, coordinating with Garlic Roast / Lawton here. Oops, let's not do that. Let's risk it. Spend time to roll a strength. We need more strength, so I'm gonna spend time to roll the strength. Covering that 4 is important. We got a 6, which can cover that square. Oh boy, we have so few dice. They have something to cover the 5. You have something to cover the armor. And then everything else isn't good. But I can get agility thing. And that's the best I can do. Probably better to avoid the poison for overall time reasons. Alright, we got exploit weakness, spend an agility to get a heroic 4, but strength we are very dire on. So let's actually take the strength. I'm gonna give it to the Slayer. I think probably focusing one color on one hero, or yeah, focusing strength on one hero, focusing man on the other hero or something would work best for 2-player kinds of situations, because then you can put all strength skills on one hero, for instance. Before the encounter, convert 1 poison on a hero to 1 heart. Well, we don't have any poison. No agilities in this fight, which is actually upsetting. Get a mana item or blitz, which we had a lot of use with. Let's do it. So we do have momentum here, so this actually helps. I can use momentum since it's a combat and I can only store one heroic die here. Might as well use that. Spend time to roll a strength or an agility. I'm going to do that because we do have to cover a lot of armor. That did not help. Although I guess I could aid it. Aid in a bit. Did not get a mana 4 though. And actually our strength is pretty bad. Might be worth re-rolling the strength. No. Alright, so we can at least cover the strength armors. Agility is a harder one. Or, sorry, the mana is a harder one, but I can get it if I use precision. I can get this strength square covered with Force Bolt, which I might as well. Yeah. The problem with precision, though, is that I guess I can't do anything with this 5 and the 4 anyway. Yeah. Feels like a waste. But I can't do anything else. I'm gonna take poison. Someone's gonna take extra damage. And actually, we could already lose the game if we get a bad poison roll. Unless I heal up. So, yeah. So one hero has poison, so we'll be spending time at the start of the turn. Do I want the item? Slayer's the item limit. Do I want the skill? We don't really have many strength dice though, so I think I want to focus more on dice. If this gives me a leaf, I'm gonna consider fleeing just to keep the because we already have one leaf out. I forget what the actual term for this is, but 2 leaves will make sure I can survive a poison roll. Thick armor, spend 2 time for each heroic on this card. So this heroic's not too nice. Lots of high numbers here. 5 damage and consequences. Oof. Well, I'm gonna risk it. It is a combat, so I can use momentum. And I kind of want to roll antidote. Yeah. Oh, is it? No, it's not antidote. I'm gonna roll the agility because I have to get good agility rolls. Also have to worry about the strength, but I'm gonna worry about that next. Also have to get mana, but this was all a crapshoot anyway. Yay. Tempting to re-roll a mana, even though I can only roll one of them. Oh, and also with that 4, I don't want to do. Well, I can put this into Force Bolt to get a 5 there. I can use precision. I can actually throw this 4 and get precise that. And And yeah, this is pretty dire. Let's just re-roll one of the manas. I need to roll something good. We got a 5. This avoids a poison. I take a damage. It's okay. It's only HP. It's the last one that matters. Awareness is a good skill. It's game breaking. I'm gonna take the experience because I need to level up kind of quickly. All right, if I roll a 1, the game is over. All right, game lives. Oh boy, apparel. This will level me up if I can do it. Display prowess would be the way to do it. 4 dice. 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. Yeah, avoid consequences and heal, indeed. Don't want to momentum, but then I won't get the heroic back. But if I do level up, I get a heroic anyway. So yeah, that might make sense to do that. If I level up, I also heal. Well, actually, yeah, we're fine. Just roll high numbers. That's all I have to do. All right, leveled up. That's a heal. I kind of want to heal the poison, but I think instead I'm going to spend like 5 time and doing something very inefficient just to get rid of the poison. Not necessarily the best use of that, but now we won't spend time at the start of the turn, so instead of spending time at the start of each turn, I just spent 5 time. But hey, giant spider. As before the encounter, spend time for each poison in the party. We got rid of the poisons. No use for agility in this fight. Lots of armors, lots of strength armors. Gonna enter it. And that doesn't help me. I don't know if it makes sense to put it in one or the other. I tend to split things up out of habit. Oh, that was almost a 4. And then John hacked the game to change it into something else because it definitely was hacked. See, it was going to become a 4, and then John was like, no, I'm going to move the dice over here. Oh, nope, become a 2. Oopsies. Let's re-roll strengths. All right, that's helpful. That's also helpful. Armors are covered. I can cover one of those. I can get a 5. I can get a strength 5, rather. Could also get a strength 4, which would be equivalent, but that's not going to change anything. There's no good way to get a 6. Unless I aid, which actually is probably worth aiding. I can precision the heroic and then aid it. Too bad we can't boost our dice. We can aid. It's always the start of a game that's the hardest. It will get easier as we go on because we'll have better skills. Maybe. Should have added microtransactions. Let's do another giveaway. Who thinks I'm going to survive this floor? It's I guess the poison isn't too bad. Damage when we have this low health is bad, but think Force Bolt for the 5 is kind of the choice there. Precision this up. And then aid it. Let's heal the druid. Might be better to heal the Slayer though, because then I could survive 3 damage, but currently I cannot survive 2 damage, but having the druid with 3 HP means that it can take poison. Yeah, we'll give the druid the poison. And I do need strength. Because that skill wasn't too useful. Spend 3 mana to prevent a heart. Oh yeah, no, that's useful. That's useful, totally. Why heal druid? Because if I fail a poison roll, druid can survive. That's my reason. Not a good reason though, because now I'm spending time, or well, not even time. I can't take 2 hearts of damage now. Add poison to the consequences for each 5 die on this card. Lots of strength, lots of agility, 1 mana square. But it's a combat, so I can momentum it up. Which is a 5, which is not good. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of unsure. I don't know why I did. Well, it doesn't really matter. I guess 3 4s or 5s are kind of equivalent for both. Oh, good, another 5 that is bad. Let's give this a druid, and then I could synergy aura heroics, which might not be too good of an idea. Oh, man, can I have numbers, please? Well, I can precision to get a 6. Precision to get a 6 there as well. I guess that's a good number, and it probably is going to go there for sure. Everything else is icky. We have like, all right, we have a 4. That's good. And I can Force Bolt to get something of my dreams. I think synergy on the agilities, because those. Oh, good, another 4. Or sorry, another 5. Sheesh. Well, I don't want to take the damage, but I also don't want poison. Forest of Shadows, why do you keep adding poison here? I can aid, I guess. That probably makes sense to aid, doesn't it? I mean, it's my last usage of aid for a while. But now I can heal the Slayer. Alright. Now I want to start considering, like, finesse will help, right? We had this last game. This is probably going to be the last game of the floor. Oh no, another one. This one will go better, I swear. Oh good, a 5. We're off to a good start. We're going to get a strength with finesse. I'm going to roll an agility. Oh boy. Why did I agree to do this stream in the first place? Alright, well, let's see. Yep, there's an agility 6. There's something to cover the mana square. Something for finesse. Something for that square. I can get a strength 6. Now We can precision, right? We can precision. And now I just need a 3. Somehow. Well, let's roll our heroics again in hopes of getting something that's 3 or higher, but not 5. Slayer, stop rolling 5s! Ah! Actually, why am I worried about this? I can just convert this. Done. Okay. Easy. There we go. Precise blow. Spend a strength to get a strength 5 and agility 2, and the agility 2 can go into finesse to get a agility 4 and a strength die. So essentially, I do a loop around and I end up with a strength 5 and agility 4 and a strength roll. I think that makes sense. We don't need agility dice. Yeah, we'll give this to Slayer. Druid's kind of like, why do you keep getting all the skills? Because we're not getting mana skills unless I go for the Razor Bark now, which is actually tempting because Flame Walk is a really good skill. And we're not fighting the Mud Golem, so exiling the heroic and the strength isn't going to be too bad. But I have to make sure I can actually win against the Razor Bark. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the gamble. Oh, I'm spending extra time at the start of the turn because reasons. Whoops. It's okay. Once I beat the Razor Bark, I'm gonna start becoming very powerful. Hey, I can actually do this now because time. Okay. The strength should be fine. It's the agility that might not be guaranteed. Okay, that's good. Oh, yeah, let's give it to Druid. I don't know if it makes sense to give it to Druid, but I'll give it to Druid. I guess I could put it in Force Bolt. Okay. Throw this into Precise Blow. Throw the 2 into Finesse. Now I get a Strength reroll. Yay. Alright, we have a 6 there. We have 5 there. And now I have lots of extra agilities, one of which could be precisioned. The Strength is already covered. Oops. I don't know how that happened. Guess that... Can I cover the 15 now? I mean, I'm guaranteed. Yeah, actually, we'll... Oh, not yours. Not yours either. There. Okay, Flame Walk for the Druid. Now we'll descend. Alright, this should be better. Maybe. Or worse. If I roll a 1, it's not game over. And now the poison is gone, so we're not spending extra time. Alright, we have no peril skills. 3 strength, 4 agility. Don't really... I guess we can give Fireball to the Druid, but her mana is going to be stretched thin at that point. Strength die for the Druid. Doesn't really do much for her, though. Replace one of these. Now it's equivalent. I'm going to evade the thorns, but I'm going to spend time to roll an agility die, because on average, this will be greater than 3, and it wasn't. Ah, Druid. Thank you for your contribution to this fight. I need to... Yeah, I'm in a momentum. I do have a... I keep forgetting that heroic, but whatever. If you have a 6 in your pool... If you have 6 in your pool... We haven't used Rhythm yet, I think because we haven't even seen Apparel until now, but I guess that would have been an argument to give the heroic to the Slayer. think we're good though, because we have good numbers. Yeah, so I have to give away 2 more codes somehow. And the stream's actually, like, we're past 9, so let's say the next giveaway, I'm gonna give 2 codes away at once. Do you predict that I'm going to win or lose? The first 2 people to say win and the first 2 people to say lose will enter the drawing. Not this fight, this fight's over, but I mean like this round, this dungeon. But Louis says win. Garlic Roast says win. Which means the next 2 people to play have to say lose. Yeah, everyone's rooting for me. It's kind of, I think I'm saying it's about 50-50 right now, whether I'll win or lose, because it depends on if I can get better. I mean, like, my skills are pretty good, but now I have to start getting dice. Yeah, I think since I need dice. I mean, Fireball, actually, Fireball, if I spend 5 mana, I get 5 mana, but I also get 5 strength, so it's probably just worth doing. Regardless. If no one says lose, and then I end up losing, now it's awkward. Oh boy. Draw! Alright, the game's over. Migrant P wins! Ah! We'll pick this up next week. Before the encounter, place poison on a hero, which is tragic, because that's going to start spending time. I do like Feint. But both heroes at their skill limit, so I'd be going for the item, which actually Druid would love. Or I could go for the experience. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. Give the poison to Druid because you can afford it. Let's roll a strength, I think. Yeah, we're good with agility, basically. Let's give the heroic to the guy who can precision, or by guy I mean gal, to the gal who can precise. Yes, precise. Precise, to make precise. Ooh, precise blow. Finesse. Actually, I forgot I had finesse. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because now we have enough for that 12, which is good. And we have a 3. We have this 5. We have something. I mean, I could also fireball. Yeah, I could fireball and get a 5. Jeez. So many options here. Why did I think I had to do one thing or the other? Actually, let's precise. And now I can put that there. Great! We won! And let's give Druid this item. Now we have more HP. We're now at 51% likely to win. So now I better win so that Balooey and Garlic Roast can win. Anyone who thinks I am gonna lose. Actually, it's gonna be cheating if I lose and then 2 people say you're gonna lose. That's very cheating. Ooh, Charmed Panther again. But this time I kind of feel like... I guess it's... I mean, like, Finesse is a spend agility to get a agility 4 and roll a strength die, which is essentially Charmed Panther... Well, I'm assuming I roll a 4, it's Charmed Panther with the expense of a agility. Precise Blow I kind of want to keep, though. Fireball I want to keep. Flame Walk I especially want to keep. So I don't think I even want these agilities, or that skill. I got a lot of strength and mana, but agility is what I actually need more of. Especially on this floor. So I might want to replace a strength for some reason with the agility. Yes, I think at least between Precise Blow and Finesse, we might be, and Fireball actually, yeah, and Flame Walk. Oh yeah, we're good on strength. If I do win, do Balooey and Garlic Roast have to fight to the death? Well, I'm supposed to give away 3 codes. Yeah, 3 giveaways. Oh wait, no, is it? Oh, I'm just only doing 1 giveaway on this stream, or is it 3 giveaways in this stream? I might be misreading what Jeremy said. Although there's a lot of codes, so maybe it is 3. I'm trying to give 2 to, because 1 plus 2 is 3. But maybe I'm misinterpreting things. John has the final say in what I do here. 3. Okay, I'm giving 3. So yeah, we gave 1 to Garlic Roast already. Garlic Roast could have another 1 to give to whoever he wants, or she, not judging on or not assuming a gender. What we're doing? We're entering for sure. And I guess we're gonna sneak by. We still don't have peril skills, and I have no potions. And if I lose, I die. I'll do transformation. It gives me a 3. So now I have to roll at least a 4, or I have to roll 1 4 and then 8 with the remaining dice. We do have the heroic though. I'm gonna skip that. This is where I could lose. All right, we do have something for the 4, so now I just have to roll 5 total. And well, all right, you rolled a 5 with a single dice, so good for you. We didn't even have to use transformation. All right, so I guess between Dire Boar and Giant Spider, which do we want to see come back? Because we're gonna replace one of these. Yeah, everyone's so confident in me, no one wants to say they're gonna lose, that I'm gonna lose, so I kind of have all the pressure to win at this point. Oh. Just roll 6s. Now we're gonna type in alternating capitals and lower cases to really emphasize. Yeah, let's enter the door. We're only gonna spend 1 extra time if I do this. Oh boy, it's another one of these Razor Barks. And now it starts getting dangerous because 6 strength and 4 heroics will be left in the pool. You have to be very mindful at this point, because if I get too many strength dice, which actually I'm very short on strength, but is it worth doing though? Focus plan, spend an agility to raise. I keep misinterpreting this because I see 3 plus 1s and thinking, oh, I can increase 3 dice by 1, but it's increase in agility by 1, increase a strength by 1, increase a mana by 1. And since neither the Druid nor the Slayer have all 3 colors, I guess Druid can get can Fireball, but actually no, it can Flame Walk and Focus Plan. Get lots of high numbers. Is that better than Fireball? I mean, Slayer is not getting mana right now, so we're both at our item limit, but we could swap out like this 3 for that. Who needs dice? Well, let's see. So we don't need that many strength on this fight, so maybe it's fine to just do it. So we'll do it. Be risky for a bisky. Oh, I got added to a Steam group. I might as well do momentum because I'm gonna get the heroic die back. Do I want to do this? Well, with Flame Walk, we're gonna get agility 6. We have a heroic 5 for one of the agility squares. The strength is good. Yeah, we have the strength basically. I'm gonna skip that one. Good mana roll, good agility roll too, good strength roll. Okay. Let's actually throw that one into finesse, I guess, because it's not going to do anything else. And this 3 is not going to do anything, but I guess, well, yeah, 5 is better than 3, but this 2 is also not going to do anything, although I could precise it. Am I already good on numbers? Would you look at that? Okay. What did we decide on? I don't think we decided anything. Fireball is 3 experience. But problem is Druid doesn't have much agility unless I Force Bolt, but then Force Bolt plus Focus Play, I don't know. I forgot to set the world on fire. I kind of want to replace Fireball with Focus Plan because I think that will work well with Flame Walk, although it's not going to increase that agility 6 by 1 is why I'm kind of upset. But I could Force Bolt in and increase something by 1, I guess. But then I'm sacrificing my agility die. But I think increasing dice, yeah, I'm going to do that. If this is bad, then it's bad. All right, I'm not gonna lose if it's a 1. Oh, good, it's a 2. Perfect, the minimum I needed. All right, next fight I will level up, which is good. My general goal on each floor is to level up once, unless I'm playing on Novice, in which case I don't have to level up on the first floor, I guess. But if I can get to level 3 on this floor, then I feel like I'm on pace to get level 4 on the next floor. Skip the use heroic feats step. Rip heroic die. Rip extra dice there. There's no strength on this encounter. Only agilities and manas, which is fine because I have lots of agilities and manas. Here's to hoping that I get 6s and 5s. Guess it's theoretically possible I could die in this fight though. Well, Finesse gives me a guaranteed 4. Precise Blow gives me 2, which can go into the mana, or to the big agility square box thingy. The Strength 5 doesn't do much for me, except I could convert to a Heroic, I guess, with the other Strength dice I have. Flame Walk will cost me 6 mana. Yeah, whatever. I've gotten this far with risky plays. Gambler's Fallacy. Well, it's not even the Gambler's Fallacy. Gambler's Fallacy is they are owed luck eventually. But we did get good rolls, so that's a good sign. We do have precision. Flame Walk. Yeah, I guess that gives me the mana 4 that I need. That's perfect. And actually, yeah, everything's covered. Yeah, this is the roll of dreams. Both heroes are at their limit. Just cover, no skills needed. John's like, why are you using all the skills? You don't need to use the skills. I just like using the skills. I like optimizing my... Okay. These are both 3s, so it's not really going to make sense to convert... to put a 4 on here, because there's not going to be any rollover. It could make the most sense to put a 2 on there, but then I lose an agility die. Spend an agility to get a heroic 4 could be cool, except I don't want to lose any of my skills right now. So I'm just going to take the experience. Yay! Slayer's healed! Remember we were at like 2 damage on both heroes and we had a lingering poison? You playing my druid? I'm playing your druid? You like druid? Cool. Hey Pirate Savvy, we have a bet going on. We have 2 codes left to give away and we're kind of past where my stream usually ends. So if you think I'm gonna lose, you could say so and then you can get a code that you already have access to. Also, I should make sure I mark off that I gave the code away. Yeah, that one. Let's see, we have way more manas, so I guess we're not gonna struggle free. Unless I really want to get the item at the cost of 2 strength. Reroll one of your dice and then gain a heroic 1, which I guess Druid is okay with because we could put that into focused plan. Or I could give it to Slayer, who could then make it precise. She can get a code that she can give away to someone else on her stream. Yeah, I guess we're gonna display prowess for sure. And we have 6 dice. So I shouldn't need to use the heroic feat. Let's give this to Slayer in hopes of Slayer rolling a 6 with the 1 die that she has. Oh boy, remember when I said this is gonna work well? Oh boy. Actually, I can aid this. I can aid the Slayer just to do this. Boy, this is actually really bad. I guess it's not too bad, but oh jeez. Two hearts 4 time. We can survive, but at what cost? Let's do something entirely wacko. Come on. I know I could hit the remove dice button, whatever. I'm going to have the Slayer aid so that now I can re-roll. And I can also re-roll all the dice. 11 divided by 4 is 2.75. I just need to roll 2.75. Yeah, I can't double aid. I need to roll 2.75. Is it worth re-rolling all of these? 3.5 average? Well, if I do this, then 2.67 average. Yeah. More likely to roll. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh boy. Well, actually, no, that's perfect because I can put the 4 there. Yeah, alright, good. That was good. A druid, you get a 4. Oh, did I? Oh, well. Stop! It works. To quote John from Tuesday, well, it worked. Yeah, so then what do I want to do with this? I think I want to give the 1 to Druid for focused plan. Although I guess the question of rerolls, who could benefit the most from rerolls? But I mean, like, it says Forest Blessing, and Druid is like a forest, so... Dover, I noticed you were here the whole time. The reunion of Dover and Pirate, who I almost called Dyrit. Oh boy. Hey, I can actually get the mana item. I guess if I wanted it. Oh, maybe I was still 1 short. Ah. Math. Oh yeah, we'll do this. There's a chance I can die. Actually, no, there isn't. Let's see. 6 dice. I'm gonna do it this time. This is higher numbers, higher stakes. just in case you roll a 6 with this die. We got a 3, we got a 4. Got another 4. Alright, not even close. Okay, roll a strength. You may discard it to gain a heroic 3. You can use this in perils. Or a mana die. Which, I feel like the druid can't have enough mana with Force Bolt and Flame Walk now. Or do I give this to the Slayer because of heroic 3 that can go anywhere? I'm gonna go with mana dice because it also gives me HP. All right, last door of the floor, and it is the end of the floor, so we can spend time a little more freely. So yes, we will fight. We cannot place heroic dice on dungeon challenge boxes. Okay, let's roll something. Agility. We need more agilities. Okay, cool. That's a 5. Cool. Cool, cool. Migrant's like, why are you doing this? You can already cover all the boxes. Actually, I can. Oh, I can't place it on those boxes. I had it so backwards. Jeez, why did I think I couldn't do it on this one? Oh well, we did it. Let's see. Oh. Actually, we don't need strength, really, because... I mean, I guess we do need strength, but... Like, for the boss, we need 2 strength 6s. Flame Walk and Focus Plan gives me a strength 6. Precise Blow and Precision, nice synergy of names there as well, gives me a 6. So the strength is covered now. For the boss fight. I always look forward to the boss fight. Both in terms of... I look forward to boss fights, they're fun. And I also look forward in terms of eventual needs. Obviously we need heroic or agility 6s, but Force Bolt can give me an agility 6. What I really want is the potion that ignores shields, because then I can ignore this box and the fight becomes so trivial. Let's see. So this is basically what the Slayer wants, and the Slayer does not have agility, so I guess the Slayer is taking strength. So all that just to say I'm going to give the Slayer strength anyway. Exile 2 poisons from the supply, so if I take more than 6 poison, then we will start taking damage, which I have yet to do. Although there is an achievement for losing a game by taking poison, or by taking damage because of not enough poison tokens. Fun fact. Well, yeah, there's an achievement for that. Fun fact. Dice may not be re-rolled or increased. Dice still make heroics. Yes, they do. So extra strength is okay. Although we only have 4 heroic dice. Alright, we cannot re-roll and we cannot increase, so a lot of these skills are not going to be used. Focus Plan and Precision cannot be used. Finesse does not say re-roll, so it's fine. An agility die. Spark for the druid who is maxed on skills and actually wants that. Also, I think I forgot about Forest Blessing in the previous game. Or actually, I don't think we've needed Forest Blessing. We cannot reroll. So the biggest issue that we're going to face is covering this 6. I mean, there's also lots of 5s here, but the Flame Walk gives me a 6. Force Bolt can still be used, and we do have an excess of mana, and we also have heroics. All right, well, momentum, because I'm going to get the heroic die back. And I'm not going to do that because I think we're fine. Lots of options here. Lots of mana 5s. Good strengths, good agilities. Okay. Yeah, we did get the 6, so that's good. And all the shields, yeah, so all the shields are covered. Why don't you just cover all the squares, Lude? You don't even need to use any skills. I like the skills, okay? I need the skills. Oh boy. I guess, like, you could still put a heroic into this. Do I want the agility? Both heroes are at their limit. Swap this strength out. I mean, like, alright, between finesse and precise blow, we have a guaranteed strength 5. And with Flame Walk, we have another guaranteed strength 5. With Focus Plan, we have a guaranteed strength 6 instead of the 5. So it's guaranteed strength 6, guaranteed strength 5, possibly higher with precision. So I kind of feel like I just want to ditch the strength die, honestly. Alright. We're playing balls to the wall now. I mean, we do have agility, or heroic dice, so like, whatever. Stop! Don't put... Oh, no, sorry, I thought this was the guy that puts poison on us. No, spend time for each poison in the party. Well, you know, also look at all these strikes. Remember how I discarded a strike because I'm like, oh, I don't need strength anymore? It's okay, we'll do it. Good sign. Force busting and focus plan. Yep. Okay. Who wants this? I don't really know who wants this. I'll give it to Druid. Not really happy with that mana roll. Agility roll is fine. All the agilities are covered. Some of the strengths are covered. Oh man, these heroics are crap. Well, there's like no need for any of these 1s or 2s. We have lots of 1s or 2s. We can precision, I guess, so let's keep that in mind. But I guess using finesse on that. Let's see what this is. It's a 5. Good enough. Then I probably should just put this in precise blow, huh? Yeah, that gives me another 5. I'm trying to cover this 5, but I can't. I could flame walk, I guess. Yeah, let's flame walk. This 3, this 2, this 1 isn't going to do anything for me anyway. Now I have a 5 to put there. Now I have an excess of agilities, which is fine because I can actually do something. If only this was a druid die, but it's not. But I could force bolt. We could re-roll a die of colors. I haven't used synergy ore in a while. Or I could just cover all the squares. Actually, I can't. I could cover the 6 and the 3 right now, but not the 5. But if I focus plan, I can do that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna re-roll this 1. I think. Get a 1. Great! Fantastic! But I can do something, I guess. I can only increase a strength and agility and a mana. And I can increase a mana by 1. That serves a lot of purpose, because I can cover that 5. The agilities can cover the 6, and then that is already done. So I don't need to worry about not covering, or not increasing a Bear in mind, I'm running out of heroics, but we're actually fine. Okay. So just focus plan. Got them all covered. Oh boy, remember when I said I was going to play this game faster and then I didn't? I mean, yeah, sure. Turn a strength into a heroic, essentially. Rune circle. Both heroes are at their item and skill limits. Disarm is kind of the answer because we don't have enough strengths because someone decided that they didn't want strengths in this game. So we're going to disarm. We have 7 dice. We'll survive if I can't cover all the squares. But we'll give the heroic to Slayer in case she rolls a 6. Nope. I can't 8 it this time. But I think we got it. No real reason to take the item. I could convert this and get 4 experience, but I'm likely to level up anyway because like there's 15 cards left in the floor. Plus this one. -2. Spend time for each 6 rolled. Fun fact, there's 6s on this card. Okay. Do the heroic feat. Get a 2, which does nothing. I do need more strength. I'm gonna spend time because we're pretty well set, actually. I don't know. I can increase it by 1 with focus plan, although I guess we could also flame walk it. Oh, lots of 6s rolled. Also, we have more dice to roll. No 6s here. Okay. Well, at risk of rolling another 6, let's use finesse. Nope. Got a 3. Back in a precise blow. And at risk of rolling a 6, let's pulverize because it can be increased by 1 to get a 4. Cool. All right. I would like to cover all the boxes, but there's no immediate way to do that. Reroll a die, gain a heroic 1. Spend 3. Let's actually just do that first for no real good reason, but now I have that. So that gives me a 4. 4. 4. 5. 3. 3. 4. Will be a 6 someday. 6. 5. 5. Yeah. Alright, we can focus plan. Alright. This game's fun when you have all the skills synergizing well. Tough at the start, but we got set up. Alright, this could be useful. Use another skill without paying for it. Spend time. It will result in exiling dice in the boss fight, but you know what color dice we don't need in a boss fight is yellow. I can transmute and use Forest Blessing for free. Oh, wait. I mean, I don't really have expensive skills, but... yeah, Snakebird Priestess, it's wild. Also, hello, Snakebird Priestess. It's like it doesn't even matter what you roll. Yeah, we're kind of at that point, indeed. Like, it could be worth doing I mean, I guess we're maxed out on skills, so I do have to consider things, but, like, using Flame Walk for free? Very tempting. Save my mana 6. And I can put it in that square. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Transmute Flame Walk. Oh, yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, okay. And I still have my focused plan to increase my flame walk result. I mean, well, not the result. It's a fixed 564, but... Alright. We're gonna level up with the next fight. There's like no way to not level up unless I just outright die, I guess. Rune Circle. Mana's the answer. And we have 7 dice. Why not 8 dice? That's why. Here, you get another chance to roll 6. The ironic thing is that when you roll 6, it tends to make it so you don't have to do anything else. Oh boy, that was a scary roll. Guess what? We needed all of those dice. Okay, cool. Perfect. It did matter what I rolled there. All right, I'm gonna take the experience. Levels me up, heals me, except I'm healed. Okay. The floor is going to end. Let's take a look at one more door though, because I think if I can get the shield potion thing, it'd be great. Okay. Oh look, a skill that requires strength. We're gonna run through. These are blue. They should not be blue. They've been weird colors. Yeah, let's do this because I'm not gonna explore on this floor anymore. We're gonna go to the bus. We have our level 4 skill. That's not a good number. Let's give all of these to the Slayer because none of these people really have peril skills, and the Slayer wants to roll a 6 to re-roll those ones. Except we don't need to. All right. Dare I go for balanced attack? I could use it without paying for it, but then I won't flame walk without paying for it. I can give it to Slayer, I guess, but I mean, we don't have enough dice for it. But I mean, like, I guess heroics can go in here. Or I can just get more agilities. Because we kind of need agilities, right? Yeah, okay, we'll just go for the agility. All right, nice floor. I guess I could have not spent the time, and then I could have opened another door. Oops. Oh well. All right. We are in good shape, except we only have like 1 potion. Oh well. Let's see what happens here. Look at all those 1s. We have 2 6s. Give to Druid. I kind of like giving each hero 1 heroic die, but yeah, I guess it could make more sense to give the Druid. Maybe? I don't know. Let's go ahead and transmute. Oh no, I have to exile a die. Let's finesse. Let's precise blow. I have to discard dice for this now. Let's hold off on that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I could have given it to the Druid. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, that could have made more sense. I just kind of gave it to the person who has the most agility for reasons that don't really make sense now. Would focus plan do anything? It would increase this, it could increase that, it could increase a mana. But I have to, you know, have an agility die, which would have been nice if I had given Druid more agilities. I should probably use precision somewhere. I have a 6. I have to cover the 15. I have to cover 6s. I have to cover the 22. Let's actually no, let's not do that. Let's increase a 4 by 2. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we already have all the 6s. Let's see, where do we stand number wise? That's one thing to consider. Like if I just ignore the skills for the moment. That's where we stand. Now, of course, there's things that make more sense than this. Whose one was this? It's not yours. That 01. Like, I can definitely do this part. Thanks a lot. I just need to get a 3 here. Pulverize could do it. Pulverize did it. Alright, perfect round. Alright, I'll just do it equally again. That's the fair way to do it in a 2-player game. Give each player 1 heroic die. Alright, we got 2 agility 6s right out the gate. Transmute the flame walk. Where's strength? There's strength. And then agility's already covered. Of course, I probably could put one of those. Well, I can't remove those now, but I could put one of those into finesse. Just to do something. Now I have a spare 2 who belongs to the Slayer. I guess we do want to consider like focus plan, of course, but we are out of agility dice and strength dice, although I would be spending 1, so I have to think about, you know, precise blow and its utility, which is not much right now. I could pulverize. Yeah, we can pulverize. Let's pulverize. Gives me a 5. My mana doesn't really look too healthy, outside of the fact I have lots of mana. But now I can cover that square. So all I have to do is get another 6. Actually, I don't even need it. I have 1. But there, perfect. Loot wins! Flawless victory! No damage anywhere. And I can actually get fearlessness now. I think that is a great skill. I now have 2 extra heroic dice in combat encounters, which is like ridiculously powerful. Also, that means that the 2 people who said that I was going to win, since no one else said anything, Balooey and Garlic Roast, you get codes. And I know Garlic Roast is on Discord. We have 6 more for each of these, I think. Yeah. So it's probably worth... This game seems pretty hard, but maybe it's because you don't understand the combos. Yeah, generally, like, the way you can improve your game, in my experience, is to focus on the skills that give you fixed numbers as opposed to the skills that give you rolls or re-rolls, because it's not always guaranteed that that's going to work in your favor, whereas the fixed number skills help a lot. Yeah, so if I'm already in aggression, I can get endless assault, but if I put the 6 somewhere else, I can't really use it, so I guess I might as well just go for endless assault, even though I just said reroll skills aren't really too good, but you can improve your worst numbers, I guess. There's that skill that changes any die to 4. Oh, right. Yeah, there's a, yeah, it's not one of these, but yeah, there is the skill. And actually there's a great combo with that one. I'm just gonna do this for both. All of those are done. We're not gonna finish this gauntlet. I said I was going to. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm only 2 rounds in, but we're actually on good track for a flawless gauntlet run, which is nice. So cool. I'm not gonna finish this, but I had to give away all 3 codes. So that's good. Yeah, so the card that you were talking about, I forget which one it is. It's in the base game, I know. Hovers over abandon run button. Did I abandon run by accident? No, I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. Where is it? I know it exists. Oh, there it is. Change any or all of your dice to 4s. Yeah, this is a good skill. Because it combos really well with another skill. Pick a value. Change up to 5 of your dice of that value to 6s. Guess what? If all of your dice are 4s, you can change any 5 of your dice to 6s. So great. Yeah, so Ogre's Chaotic Aura plus Fire Elemental's consistency is really strong. And at that point, it doesn't really matter what you roll because you're going to get 5 6s somewhere. Of course, you do have to make sure you get a mana 6, but you know what's another skill that gives mana for free? Another fire elemental skill, the Mana Fountain. Gain a mana 6. It must be spent as mana on a mana skill. Well, guess what? Pick a value. Change up to 5 of your dice of that value to 6s. And guess what? Change any or all of your dice to 4s. Chaotic Aura used to say any number. Yeah, it had to be nerfed, yes. Of course, it's not guaranteed that you're going to even have the opportunity of getting any or all of these skills. For instance, in the forest deck, I'm sure there is an encounter we did not see across all of these fights. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like we did see most of these. Oh no, we never saw the Wisp. We never saw the Wisp today. The Wisp was not seen at all. So, yeah, the potion I wanted, the piercing potion, which would have made that boss fight a little easier, couldn't ever get because we never found the Wisp. Also, if you did not realize, I have pointed this out in several streams, but the base decks do have 2 copies of each card. One of them is symbolless and one of them has a symbol on it. And in the base game, I don't really know what this symbol means. In the forest deck, this symbol means when you do a poison roll, add 1 to your roll if this is on your field still. But for the base game, I don't know what that dungeon symbol means. The hybrid deck takes all of the cards that have symbols on it, so you have 1 copy of each encounter, Which means that each forest card is guaranteed to have a leaf on it, so you can plan that for poison rolls, which are a bit trickier to work with in a hybrid deck. But you do get these dungeon ones. So if you are planning on doing a hybrid run and you wonder if you're going to get a certain skill or not, you can determine that based on whether the card itself has that symbol on it. Okay, so, and yeah, Balui did PM me, so I will work with him and with Garlic Roast to give them their keys. Yes, hybrid is deterministic. I thought it was perhaps random that you shuffle 24 random cards from each deck, but it's not. Forest of Shadows includes a separate encounter deck. The hybrid deck contains 22 cards from each deck. You can see the contents of the hybrid deck on the card library screen. I think in the physical instructions it says pick the ones that have symbols. Oh, it's only used to indicate it's in hybrid. All right. Cool. All right, anyway, it is a good stream. This was a good stream. Thank you for watching and for taking part, especially to Balui and Garlic Roast, who have won the free codes for One Deck Dungeon on mobile devices. Let me do a repeat of the spiel if you totally missed out on this all. In honor of the 1-year anniversary of One Deck Dungeon's release, One Deck Dungeon is 50% off all week. It is now $4.99 in US dollars. In addition, you can pick up the full-sized expansion Forest of Shadows at 30% off for $6.99 USD. These prices are not just for mobile, they are also on Steam. So if you aren't interested in the mobile release of One Deck Dungeon, which, reminder, you know, it is also released. Look at me. See? Yep. Yeah. Fantastic. See, it's on mobile now. So we can also have a weird effect where this plays in my mic. And then you have double One Deck Dungeon sounds. Right. So One Deck Dungeon is on mobile. If you already have it on tablet devices, it will also pair with your mobile device. There's a little bit of finickiness with Apple, but you do not have to pay for it again, even though it claims you have to. We will be playing One Deck Dungeon this week. My stream already did that. Saturday, May 25th at 8 p.m. on deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover, who I assume will also be playing One Deck Dungeon and will also be doing giveaways on their own stream. Sunday, May 26th at 7 p.m. Tales from the Archive with another letdown. Monday, May 27th at 8:30 p.m. Crit Camp on their channel will be doing their own things. And then Tuesday, May 28th at 7 p.m. Handalabra Live with John and Jeremy. Join us to chat live and maybe win a free copy of One Deck Dungeon for you or a friend. If you can't join live, check our YouTube channel where we always post our streams within a few days. We are partnered with Code Liberation for this anniversary fundraiser. Code Liberation Foundation was founded on International Women's Day in 2013. This organization expands access to computer science to a wider public outside of a formal universal setting. As of 2016, Code Liberation has taught roughly 2,000 women. We'll be donating $1 for every copy of the game sold through Wednesday, May 29th. I'm looking at the wrong spot. 29th. There's the camera. 29th is Wednesday. But aside from that, we encourage you to donate yourself via their donation page, which is Boom. If you do, make sure to tweet at Handalabra and Code Liberation. That way we can try to keep a running tally of how much we're raising for this great cause. And then there's some fun puns at the end. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll be back next week for Dolphins Dive number 100. Stay tuned. Well, not stay tuned now. Stay tuned for Dolphins Dive 100 next week.